Hello, everyone. This is Keith Valentine from the Pickleball Pirates, and we've got a show for you today. John Hanlon submitted this video for review. John and his sister Nicole are playing in the Spring Midwest Classic Pickleball Tournament in Terre Haute, Indiana. I hope I said that right. Tournament was hosted by senior pro player Rick Witskin in early March, and they went on to take bronze. This is a 4.0 mixed doubles match, and John wants us to rate him. And so if you'd like us to do this for you, we're trying to expand outside of Central Florida and bring in the rest of the world. We got videos from India. You can just email a link to your videos at thepickleballpirates@gmail.com. The link is right here under my video, and you can send it to us there, or you can use Google Drive, send it to that same address. We will pull it down and select the ones to put up on the channel, and we would love to just review your stuff, show your stuff, and show your skills to the rest of the world. So enjoy the show. Oh, I forgot to say one thing. So the matches on this happened so fast because they clipped the games in between points, so I couldn't really talk during the match. But during the second match, I read off the IPTPA skill assessment for 4.0 players. I go down the list and I talk about the skill testing, and then I give them a ranking at the end of that. Stay tuned. You got to watch it all the way to the end to see the Pickleball Pirate ranking. We will see you next time on the channel. Enjoy the show. All right, let's get started here. That's John and Nicole Hanlon in the red on the other side there, and they are playing Garrett Heister and Bay Heister. Let's get this show on the road. Right, all right. John's owning the line there. It's pretty good. He obviously is a little bit taller. He's got a lot of reach there. We're going to be moving fast through these, I can tell here. Oh, John got that one up a little bit higher than he wanted to. He's having to back all the way up to the fence on that. Good return, though. Oh, Nicole didn't get all of that one. Oh, a little bit long. Decent put away by Bay. I have no clue what the score is, folks. Sorry about that, but nobody's actually calling it loud enough for me to hear. So I'm assuming that Nicole and John are winning, because they just seem to be serving a whole lot more. Good third shot drops. Right, that's the first semi-dink battle that I saw in the game. This must be game 2. Good hands by Nicole, keeping that ball in play. hands by Nicole. Nicole with the put away. Defensive stand there. Okay, as we go through this second match, I'm just going to read off what the IPTPA skill assessment is for a 4.0 player. And 4.0 players should possess all the 3.5 level skills. So we're going to start with just reading all of the things that they need to do to be a 4.0. And so it says sustains a volley exchange at the net, beginning to use directional control. We see them do that at the first game. Can demonstrate a block volley. They blocked several drives that were coming at them, and so they were able to block it back to the other opponents. Able to hit winning volleys when the ball is popped up. We saw several putaways by both Nicole and John when that happened. Better consistency when performing third shot drops from the baseline. I was very impressed. They were able to do consistently get their third shot drops in, so that was pretty good. Moves effectively with their partner, easily switching sides and communicates when required. I would definitely say that they called out balls, they moved together. You can see that they move together as a team. When one moves, the other one's moving with them. Now dinking, I would say that a little bit more that I'd like to see is the dinking with a purpose to elicit a put-away shot. I didn't see a whole lot of dinking, but sometimes you can't get into the dink because your opponents just keep slamming the ball at you, and you just kind of have to play the bashing game. So sometimes that's hard, but when I did see them get into dinks, they felt very comfortable. Controls play at the non-volley zone by keeping their opponent back if they're at the baseline. So definitely several times they kept the opponent back, kept driving the ball back and keeping them back. That's really what you want to do to keep people from coming up to the net. Can demonstrate an effective poach and understand when it's appropriate. I think I saw a couple pop-ups there when John was jumping across and poaching that ball, so he definitely did that. Now the next one is able to change a fast-paced strategy to a slow one and vice versa. So I definitely saw a couple times where the ball was getting slammed and there was a reset in there. Maybe a little bit more consistency you want to get there, but definitely on your way there, I'll say for John and Nicole. Can consistently perform an overhead and beginning to place the shot for winners. Definitely saw some winning overheads from both Nicole and John. And good defense from behind the line. There was a poach by Nicole right there. A body bag by John. So demonstrates control of a forehand ground strokes, the direction, depth, height, and spin. I definitely saw them controlling their ground strokes better. Now, not so much about spin, but you know, spin is depending on your swing. A lot of people hit flat. You know, Callan from Pro Kinetics, Callan Dawson, he doesn't hit with any spin hardly. He's a very flat hitter of the ball, so that's okay. Next one is understands proper shot selection to minimize errors. So that's where you're getting into strategy and understanding, okay, don't hit a drive there. They're up at the net. You want to hit a drop and reset. And just like that reset right there. You know, I see that they're consistently doing that. So I would definitely say that would be a yes. And able to adjust to different ball speeds consistently. Definitely I'm seeing a lot of change in pace here. And when you're playing in the 3-5-4-0, you know, the other players dictate play, and then it's up to you to reset when appropriate. It's up to you to not hit the ball hard when appropriate, or not speed it up if that's their give. You know, that's their good shot. Uses offensive lobs effectively. I don't know if I've seen any lobs, but you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Lobs are a very, very intricate shot, and you know, more times than not can get you into trouble. So I'm not necessarily a proponent of lob, although I mess one up every now and then, and I'll try one. My partner looks at me like, "Why'd you lob?" And I'll say, "I don't know." But it's something that you want to do every now and then to keep your opponents off kilter a little bit. So the next one is beginning to use spin effectively on a variety of shots. Once again, that goes down to your stroke. You know, if you're not a spinner of the ball, you know, that's not necessarily necessary. But if you know how to place it, that's what I look at. You know, you're placing the ball all over the different sides of the court. You know, sometimes they're hitting top spin, but you know, a lot of times paddles you can't spin, right? Unless you have like an Electrum Pro or a paddle that has a very, very abrasive face. Getting spin is really, really hard. Maintains greater patience in dinks and rallies. I'll say in this game I'm seeing a little bit more patience in the dinks. The last game we witnessed, there wasn't a whole lot of dinking going on. And but this one here, it's definitely showing patience. Some misses here and there, but definitely not pressing the ball when they don't need to. So I would say that's a yes. And beginning to anticipate shots more frequently. Watching where they're hitting it and anticipating it. So let me just go through the skill testing requirements. So in dinks, 16 out of 20 windshield wiper dinks. So that's being able to swipe across the ball and dink it. I saw definitely 16 out of 20 of those. I would say that's a check for them. Next would be a forehand down the line to hitting, be able to hit 4 out of 5 forehands down the lines. I would say that would be a yes for them. A forehand cross-court dink. I definitely saw at least 4 or 5 cross-court dinks from both of them. A backhand down the line shot, 4 out of 5 of those. A backhand cross-court shot, dink down the line. So you got dinking down the line with your backhand, cross-court backhand dinks. Then third shot drops from the baseline. 7 out of 10 forehands, 7 out of 10 backhands. I would say that they were consistent on both of those. So, you know what, John, Nicole, I'm going to have to give you a Pickleball Pirates 4.0 rating. Doesn't mean much. It means something on my channel. Thank you for submitting your videos. And once again, folks, if you would like to have us do this for you, you can submit your videos at thepickleballpirates@gmail.com or use Google Drive, upload it there, and then send us a link to that at the same email address. And we will see you next time on the channel. Hello and goodbye to Indiana.